students, hope you are doing well during this quarantine. So on the basis of our online classes today, I have brought a new one, and that is of course from our unit 4, but it's now time for lesson 8. Before starting this passage or this letter, I would like to tell you something that in this lesson, we are going to learn about how to write a personal letter, how to write the informal letters. So now please starting with some of the keywords. So have a look on the board, please. The topic is, the title of the lesson is Hridoy gets a letter from his cousin, and concerning this one we have some of the keywords for you. First one is exciting piece of news. Exciting piece of news means a kind of good news. Then surprise. Surprise means wonder. Beginning. Beginning means outset or at the very first moment. Then relative. Relative, we all know our relatives. So relative means the person who are near to us or kin and kith. And classmate. Classmate means your batchmate or your school buddy. Immediately or immediately, both are correct. The way you want to pronounce, there's actually no wrong. So immediately or immediately means within no time or in no time or in no second. That means abruptly or very fast or soon. Then believe means to trust on someone. Then explain means telling something in details. Then community, we earlier already learned about this word community. Community means from a group of people or from same fraternity. Then committee means it also indicates a group of people, but actually a group of people who are together for something or for a specific reason. Then weekend means week plus end. That means an ending point of a week. That means the ending day or the last day of a week is actually known as weekend. Then regard. Actually regard can varies from sentence to sentence, but actually in this letter we will this regard has been shown as a way of honoring or to express someone's gratitude to the elders. Okay. So now I think you all have your books with you, so please have your book in your hand and go through the letter. So turn to the page 38. In this page, please go to the lesson 8, Hridoy gets letter. We are now going through the letter. Dear Hridoy, thank you for your letter offers to me. Here actually, so you see the writer of the letter is actually Ria, and she is writing to this letter to her friend Hridoy. So she is now addressing the guy as Hridoy. So dear Hridoy, thank you for your letter offers to me. It gives us such an exciting piece of news. I cannot still believe that there could be a shop without a shopkeeper. Now see, from this line we have the sense that she is actually telling about the morality shop that actually doesn't have any shopkeeper. Then I told about it to my relatives, friends, classmates, and of course my teacher, Miss Nisha. Everybody was surprised. Of course, when we hear something very new, and we always get surprised. So it is nothing different from that. Then my teacher, Miss Nishat, everybody was surprised. Miss Nishat liked the idea so much that she immediately talked about it to our headmaster. That means Ria's teacher also was willing to open such kind of shop. That's why she was going to discuss about it with their headmaster. So we had already a meeting in our school with teachers and students. At the beginning of the meeting, the teacher asked me to talk about the morality shop in your school. At first, I read out part of your letter, and then I explained how such a shop in your school is greatly helping of from this we get the idea that actually Ria had earlier Ria got a letter from Hridoy, and in that letter Hridoy was explaining about the morality shop in their school. That's why actually Ria is now excited about that. And then okay, I'm not reading the lines actually, but I would like to give you an overview that now Ria will make a actually a Ria's school. In a Ria's school their head teacher will make a committee concerning this matter, and where Ria will also be added as a member. Okay, then of course then now Ria actually very much thankful towards Hridoy, that Hridoy informed her about such kind of shop which is actually very useful and which has a lot of advantages. So that's all about actually morality shop. So then say the last line from Ria's letter is, isn't it great? You will be glad to know that I am on the committee too. That means she is also included in the committee. I am coming to see your morality shop with a friend of mine next weekend. So now Ria is telling that she will also visit Hridoy's the morality shop from Hridoy's school, and see you then give my regards to aunt and uncle. So actually it was her enclosure about the letter, and all the best from Ria. So now that's all the letter was. Now so we have gone through the letter. Now I would like to introduce you with actually how many parts are there in a letter. Okay, let me tell you one thing, that with the changes of time, the idea about the different parts of letter has been now changed. It's actually it's very variable with the changes of time. So it's not actually like the others letter we had earlier, we used to have earlier. So in today's era, now what actually considered as the parts of letters are like there are so many many says that there are 5 parts of a letter. Some say that there are 6 parts, and some say that there are 7 parts. Okay, let me show you what are the parts actually. The first one is date and address. If you look at the letter, then you will notice that there the date is mentioned above the letter, and of course the address of the sender, and then greetings, like when we greet someone like hello, hi, dear, that's it. And then heading means when we actually ask at the very first lines of a letter, actually called heading, like how are you, hope you are well by the grace of God, something like that. Then main body. See, the main body is actually the explanation of your letter. The purpose of your letter has been described here, and main body. And then ending lines or enclosure. Ending lines or enclosure means that means the letter is about to about to complete. That is if you want to suggest something, you can add in these lines. And then signature means the sender's name. And then envelope means where to send this letter and from where you are getting this letter. Okay, so as I always say in your class, that please try to write from your own, and you always make the homework for me. And I always want to make you understand that the skill in the importance of writing skill and speaking skill as well, actually very much important for you, as I always want you to be fluent. So I think you have to write the letters from your own. Whenever you are going to write any letter, please think about these parts. Actually, if your ideas on this very clear, then I think writing a letter, even not about a familiar topic, will not too much tough for you. So that's all. I would like to give you a homework. concerning this, and that is that homework from EFT book, your EFT book, page number 39. There's a task on B, that please reply to Hridoy as Ria. Now you will behave as Ria, I mean on the behalf of Ria. If you are a male, then please give me a reply later, and you have to write it down and make the homework for me. You can submit your homework in our Google Classroom. I will check it out. So for today it's all. Hope we will meet very soon. Till then, take care, stay well.